You know, I've been sitting here thinking a little bit about this activation of lakes and SOTA and POTA, and quite often I get asked the question, well, what antennas do you use? And it just came to mind just as I was sitting here again. What antennas do I use? Yes, indeed. Imagine this. Take 5 amateurs, shall we, and put them in a room. 5 ham radio operators and put them in a room. One's a DXer, one is a SOTA operator, one is a POTA operator. Another guy has never been out of his shack, he operates from home. And perhaps the 5th guy operates mobile and so on. So put them in a room and ask them which is the best antenna. 5 guys, you'd expect 5 opinions. I guarantee you'll get 10 or 11 or 12 different opinions, won't you, in every case. Well, I normally, if I'm doing a SOTA activation where I have to climb up a hill, like my friend Chris said off 4RA, primarily you want to take as little with you as possible. Keep the pack as light as possible. Because you're climbing up into the, well, this time of the year here in New Zealand, into snow and that sort of stuff. So you want to keep things as light as possible. So that will dictate what type of antenna you use. And in the main, I think I'm fairly well right on this, that most of the guys in that situation use an end-fed half wave or some sort of end-fed type antenna. Those that are operating POTAs have a little bit more of a flexibility, I think, because you can, in the main, you can drive up to a park, so your car can be parked, you know, maybe just a few meters away, and so you're able now to take more equipment, perhaps a little bit bigger batteries, bigger antennas, and so on like that. I'm operating lakes around New Zealand. It's a new initiative called the New Zealand Lakes Award. Very, very similar to SOTA or POTA, but they're operating from lakesides. And I'm able to, in the main, drive very, very closely, close to the activation areas of these lakes. So that means that I'm able to take a decent sized and fairly substantial sort of antennas. What do I use? Well, in the main, I use a DX Commander as a vertical on 40 meters, normally 40, 60 and 20 meters. Of course, the 40-meter band will double as 15 as well. And for some strange reason, which I've yet to work out, I can normally get 17 meters to tune with the KX3 or the ICOM 7300 as well. So yeah, I use that's what I use for a vertical. I always take a horizontal antenna with me as well. And that really works extremely well, particularly on 60 meters, where I can put up a 60-meter dipole. And it's very low to the ground. It's only 6, maybe 7 meters off the ground, if that. But it really, really works extremely well for into New Zealand, up and down the islands of New Zealand. It works extremely well. And so we're able to get some good QSOs away there. In the main, though, once we've cleaned out the New Zealand operators on 60 meters, I soon go on to 40 meters, and then 40 meters, normally I can pick up the Australian boys, the VK guys, particularly on CW, and when the conditions are great on sideband as well. Now 17 meters, it works extremely well for us here at the moment under the current conditions as well, and so I'm able to get quite a few contacts away to the States on 17 meters CW in the main, but have done a little bit of sideband as well. So what antenna is best? Well, like one of my friends in the States says, whatever antenna you have in the air and whatever antenna you're using right at the moment is the best antenna. And I think I have to agree with him on that one. What do you reckon?